Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you an update on the crypto markets and Bitcoin in general in reference to the Donald Trump winning the election. Okay, so we're going to be breaking this down and breaking Bitcoin down, breaking Bitcoin dominance down, breaking down a lot of things. Okay, we're going to be breaking down the crypto markets together, basically to see what we can expect now Trump has won the election, and price points for you guys to really be looking into. First things first, we'll start off with the election results, and then we will be going into basically Bitcoin and dissecting Bitcoin to find out some very, very key important points that we need to be looking out for here coming into the next coming weeks or so, because obviously it's a very, very bullish thing that Trump has won. Very big supporter of crypto now, and we're obviously all-time highing for Bitcoin right now. So yeah, a lot to cover. Just going to get straight into this, and also if you know, drop a little like, that'll help us out. So the election results are pretty much just in here, and you can see 270 was the amount to win. 277 is the current standing for Trump. He has essentially won the election. He is going to be the next, I think, 47th president of the United States. And you can see here there is still a few states to give their results. So he is probably going to have a few more electoral votes than he currently has now, even though he will be in the driver's seat, to say the least. Okay, so it's very bullish that he has won. I'm very happy that he has won, and lucky for you, you Harris supporters out there. Bitcoin to the moon, all of that lovely stuff. Now into Bitcoin here, guys. Just talking about Bitcoin and just the general all-time high. Amazing news that Bitcoin is on the way up, and the macro is continuing here. I just want to touch on a few things because we were discussing the idea of this start of August low being a higher low. It wasn't actually confirmed until we did break the previous high, which was the previous all-time high there for Bitcoin. And what do you know, today we have absolutely excelled past that point, smashing the all-time highs. I do have it on the index at 75.3, and what that does, it does actually confirm a new high-low market structure, a high-low macro market structure here for Bitcoin, which is very important, guys, because basically, as long as we're above $49,000 now, the trend is up. The trend is your friend, and this macro trend is accelerating. Okay, it's looking really, really good for continuation to the upside here. Now, the points that we need to really be looking at here is one, that higher low, very important. Two, the all-time high that we have just basically set here at 75.3, 75.4. You decide up at that sort of area. The measure move is now complete. Okay, the measure move is now complete. The news has only just come out that Trump has won, so it could be a sell the news scenario. So just prepare yourself for a bit of downside. I wouldn't just be jumping in and at 100x leverage longing or shorting right now, because in this sort of a big news event, it's very hard to really determine the direction of any asset, okay, especially Bitcoin. Okay, it's heavily manipulated, and if you think that it's going to be a smooth run up to 100k now, you are being naive. Okay, this is going to be manipulated to hell, and obviously, it's bullish that Trump has won, but it's not just going to be a smooth ride. It just won't be. Okay, it really won't. All right. So yeah, just prepare for turbulence and be safe out there when trading Bitcoin right now, because it's a very choppy and a very risky position to be trading the all-time high, especially in the light of some big news like a new president of the United States. Right. So let's get into some indicators. Look at some levels that we can be looking out for there. One thing that I really wanted to cover quickly is this bull market barrier, guys. Bull market barrier, we know this. We've been covering this for a very long time. When we get above it, we usually see a really nice big run, especially after the halving. It's happened pretty much every goddamn time here, okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to cover here as we are slowly creeping up to that level, okay? When this flips blue at around 77, 78, daily candle body closes above 77.6, that sort of area, that is when we can expect big dollar moonshots, big pumps. Okay, I'm talking, well, the pumps that we saw last time when this happened was like 20%, and then it rallied up for another, well, basically a 2x for Bitcoin there. I don't think it's probably going to do that this time. I think we're probably looking at more of like a 100k, those sorts of areas. But there is some very important points and trend lines that I did want to cover as well here, just to give us sort of an estimation for a potential pullback zone. Because remember, guys, bull markets are amazing, but if we are in an all-time high scenario, we usually come back down and test previous prior all-time highs on the way up. That's the healthy chart, so we can't just estimate we're going to 100k. It's just not smart. Okay, if we're trading this, intraday trading it, we need to be very smart about how we are doing that and looking at all these different positions. Now this measure move is complete from this lovely bull flag, so we can potentially, I'm not going to get rid of it just yet, just because it is still potentially in play for levels of support and resistance here if we do see Bitcoin take a little bit of a pullback here, which is absolutely possible. Let me just reiterate that Bitcoin could crash here on the news of Trump. It is bullish, but it could be a sell the news, buy the room and sell the news scenario. Okay, so just be prepared for that and try to overextend yourself here. The key areas of resistance, firstly, will be the top side of this bull market barrier around 77.1. Be prepared for a little bit of a choppy mess before that. And also you can see we do have a trend line from this top side of this channel. Okay, you can see we have had support on this previously, but again, resistance. When we smash through it, lovely little bounce. Okay, we have smashed through it in the past, so there is a chance right now the resistance isn't holding up that strong. We do have another point of resistance here, which we haven't actually got marked on the chart, so bear with me. Just like that. And last time we saw resistance of around, in terms of percentages, if we're talking momentum, guys, it was around a 23% move to the downside. Okay, so usually we estimate around half of that, so that will be around 11.5%, something like that, and that will bring Bitcoin back down to, what do you know, roughly around the all-time high test that that you can see that on the basis that it does explode in the next day or so up to around 84,500. For me, it's a bit far-fetched. I don't think we're going to explode that quickly. I think if we were going to, we would have already. And I do want to talk about a couple of things that could seriously affect the price, and that is a very, very important thing we need to weigh up, guys. Okay, the first thing, Trump has not mentioned crypto since coming in. I know he's only done one speech, but not mentioned it at all. I know Dana White, UFC got mentions and stuff like that, but nothing about Bitcoin or the crypto community. So that's the first thing. Could be a false promise. We don't know. Gary Gensler is on the ropes, apparently. Is he going to get fired? That could really affect the price of Bitcoin as well from a bullish standpoint. Who Donald Trump actually appoints in sorry, I'm getting loads of text in different roles in the government and stuff like that. It could really affect the price of Bitcoin as well. We've also got multiple wars around the world where US is sort of a key player in the direction of those wars. Trump said he's going to end the Ukraine-Russia war. He's going to do something with Israel. So yeah, there's a lot of very, very important factors we need to actually weigh into trading Bitcoin right now, because if there is an announcement that I don't know, he's going to move troops in somewhere, or I don't know, I'm just spitballing, right? It's not all going to be gold. So yeah, if there is an announcement about one of these things and Trump is very reactive to it, then it could actually spark a dump in the market. Okay, so we need to be very, very vigilant of that. And I think I heard something about Trump wanting to leave NATO at one point or something like that. So that's another massive thing as well, right? Just for example, imagine Trump goes to all the NATO countries. You need to pay the US X amount of money, or we're going to be leaving NATO, because we essentially Trump is a big believer in the US really holds a massive piece of the structure of NATO, keeping it all together and as a big force, right? Which it is. Okay, it is. But imagine they do that, and then Trump goes, okay, you're not going to pay. We're going to leave NATO. What's Russia going to do? It's going to go straight into Ukraine, right? Because it knows it hasn't got the US backing for NATO anymore. So there's a lot of things that we need to be very vigilant of, is all I'm saying here. And the way that Trump has handled previous presidential decisions has been very, very reactive in the markets. And we are coming into basically a 4-year period of that. And remember, he's not actually in office until, I think, January, right? So there's going to be Trump cards being played from either side. Well, yeah, from either side. It's just going to be a complete battle for the next sort of month and a half or so here. And we just need to be prepared for that. So yeah, it's not going to be a smooth ride. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an insight to specifically a lot of the moon boys out there that are thinking that Bitcoin's just going to absolutely send right now, and we're not going to come down and it's just going to the moon or whatever, right? I just want to be a bit realistic, especially if you guys are trading this on a daily basis. Okay, anyway, enough negative, let's go positive. Trump won, Bitcoin's bullish, let's go. That's sort of the statement and the sentiment right now is what I meant to say. But yeah, next target would be around 80 83, 84, 85, that would be a sensible target, and then a nice little pullback roughly of around 10% is expected here. I am bullish, guys. I do think that we are going to full send here over the course of the next sort of couple of months or so. What I would like to cover next is the Bitcoin dominance side of things. Now, Bitcoin dominance has been disappointingly high for a considerable amount of time, and it is actually trending up now, which is depressing to say the least if your portfolio is specifically altcoins. Okay, currently sat at around 60.58% here, and we are looking for a pullback and ideally a break of this zone. If we can break this zone to the downside, then this is the period that you need to be watching, because this is where your altcoins will start to actually move on their own, and we will see some really nice upwards momentum. The last time we did see that sort of coming into fruition was around March. Oh no, this was the 2020-2021 bull run here, where you see it absolutely decline like crazy, and this is where altcoins really started to do that sort of 5-10x sort of momentum there. Now you can see here again, we did see a nice little pump back in 2022 for altcoins as well, but since then it's just been climbing up quite aggressively here. Little pullback here in February and March, where we did see altcoins do fairly well there, but in terms of altcoins really moving on their own, we need to really break this zone at around 57, 56, that sort of area, right? So yeah, just want to reiterate that, guys. It's not looking good. If Bitcoin is going to pull back, your alts will pull back quite aggressively as well, with Bitcoin dominance being so high. Okay, and I just wanted to announce, actually, I've just jumped into a partnership here with Blowfin here. I've got some really good profitable rewards for you guys to go check out over on their exchange. Great exchange. You can use it non-KYC as well. Go check it out. The link is in the description, and you can actually claim, I think it's up to $5,000 worth of trading vouchers and stuff like that. So yeah, go check that out, guys. I will leave the link in the description for you there. But yeah, apart from that, guys, that's pretty much it. I did want to just touch on the volume-weighted ATR bands again quickly here, because this is very important for Bitcoin and for us to be just turned off. Great, for us to be monitoring here. So you can see that let's jump down to the daily quickly. So you can see actually the volume-weighted ATR bands. We know how good these are at predicting the pullbacks. Essentially, we haven't hit that daily one just yet at 76. There will be resistance there, guys. It's very unlikely that we don't find resistance there, as we do every time when we come up and tap it. And you can see when we get above it, then it's game over, right? It's God mode. Okay, so let's just follow that pink line and let's look when we're above it. It trends up really nicely until we reclaim it. When we reclaim it, it's a dump. Reclaim it, it's a dump. Okay, we come above it, it trends up really nicely. Okay, so what we're sort of looking for here is that break to the upside from that volume weighted ATR band. I would expect the first sort of test to be a dump, especially with the election news and stuff like that. But you can see here that didn't happen this time. So it is sort of a 50-50. If we can get above it and we can find that momentum to the upside, then it could be a smooth sailing, not smooth sailing, but a nice sort of a trend to the upside, smashing highs and looking very bullish overall for Bitcoin. Let me know what you think in the comment section of Bitcoin and this video and this TA and of the elections. Are you happy with the result? Do you believe that Trump is going to do anything for crypto? I'm keen to see. If you got this far in the video, please drop a like in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, and also let me know in the comment section that you got this far as well, because I do appreciate it. And I know the OGs, I know who you are. I do appreciate it. If you want to go join us on Telegram, guys, we've got a nice TG family. Go check us out there. And I will be streaming very soon. Probably next week, we're going to be starting the streaming schedule. Very excited for that. So look forward to seeing you all live on a lovely live stream then. That's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Peace out for now, and trade safe out there.